Salut pour tous et soyez les bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Ed Zanetti. Our series now is talking about environmental assets, specifically about biodiversity. How can you take your fauna and flora species and turn this into an environmental credit? How can you turn this into a financial asset for yourself, for your company, for your property? We started talking about the values that people take from biodiversity here in Brazil. We talked specifically about the agricultural, the livestock and silvicultural sector in Brazil, which employ over 25 million people and generate close to $1 trillion per year in revenue. So this comes out of our biodiversity. But there is also other values that the biodiversity itself carry and can be transformed or used to generate biodiversity credits, specifically genetic viability credits that you can use to collect or to be revenued by its genetic quality. It's just like what we have in livestock, in agriculture, and in silvicultural sectors. When you work within those sectors, you see, for example, that they have bulls which have been bid over a couple million US dollars due to their high genetic value. So high genetic flora and high genetic fauna, they got the value by themselves because of this genetic load they have. It's really important to reproduce individuals that hold that specific genetic characteristics. So specific genetic characteristics of wild animals will generate a huge value, just as we have on the flora and fauna, which is being cultivated by man. You know, the ones with high genetics, we call them, they hold a lot of value. That will be the same rule for wild species. The genetic load that they carry, it can be turned into value. You can have a biodiversity credit from this high genetics or this genetics of this specific flora and fauna that you are preserving. There are specific techniques for doing that, and that will be the subject of our next episodes. Follow us to learn more. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on our daily struggle for justice. Ed Zanetti, Futuras Ami Africano.